Evening. Been away, just kind of taking a break, spending time with the family. Came back from vacation, all with colds. Florida's diseased, and they brought their disease back from Florida. Brought a disease back from Florida. Um, Tonight I am going to do a podcast with Mike, the Rational Boomer. Look for it on Spotify and YouTube tomorrow. Again, if you haven't followed me on the new channel here, Binder38US, the number 2, at TikTok, please follow me at Binder38US YouTube. Trying to build that up a little more. YouTube is TikTok, since they banned my first account, has a slow go again. Man, I'm getting repressed. I feel like in Holy Grail, help, I'm being repressed. If you know, you know. That being said, so I hate saying the big beautiful, the budget bill is running into problems again. And first of all, they know what's going to happen if they do this. The numbers don't lie. Mike Johnson can go out there and say, we're not cutting Medicaid. Yeah, but the math people say you are, and you're going to add $3.9 trillion to the deficit, and in the bill, make the Department of Homeland Security, ICE, the biggest police force in the United States. Bigger than the FBI, bigger than the prison, the Bureau of Prisons. You're going to pour money in that for your ethnic cleansing. That's what the budget is. Now, Republicans don't give a fuck about the ethnic cleansing part. What they care about is the Medicaid, because a lot of the red state people are finding out you're going to fuck your own. But again, the majority of Republicans are like Mitch McConnell. You know, they'll get over it because he don't give a fuck. He's going to die soon, and he's got his. Mike Lee, who's been trying to disconnect all social services for decades. And why? Hey, by the way, has anyone said anything about him getting censored for celebrating the death of the Minnesota legislator, her husband and her dog? I didn't heard a fucking word about that. That man got away literally with something that used to end political careers. By the way, thank you, Joe Biden, for being a good human being. But the bill makes no sense. I mean, Josh Hawley's spoken up, but he still voted for it, motherfucker. Still voted for it knowing he's fucking his Missourians. Or was he? Because it makes no sense. And the biggest coward in the Senate is Lisa Murkowski. Lisa Murkowski knows Donald Trump is a scum, knows he's not good for the United States, but she fears him. She fears him in a way I don't understand, unless he's physically threatened her. So she doesn't want to do the right thing and fear what Trump and the Republicans are going to do to her. Well, they needed her vote, and she was getting to the point she wasn't going to vote for it because that's going to kill people in Alaska. Because understand, Alaska has a lot of people on Medicaid because they do have seasonal work. And a lot of that stuff is gig. So, and in their fishing, they don't have fish. And you see what I'm saying? Getting insurance is a bitch. And Medicaid helps. And you're going to disconnect those people from it? Yeah, she's hearing it. But what she did is that John Thune needed her vote, so they cut a deal. Yeah, fuck everyone else, but we'll take you off that. We'll give you back your SNAP, and we'll give the state back its Medicaid. In fact, we'll throw a little more on the side. God damn. That's fucking mob shit. They fucking just cut a deal. The only thing about it is that when the Senate parliamentarian went through it, remember, her job is to make sure it fits into reconciliation, because if not, it has to go as a separate bill and it can be filibustered. That didn't go through muster. And she said, no, that's got to go. Or you got to take out the cuts. Because that's not specifically a budget thing. That's a separate item, a separate part of the bill that has nothing to do with the budget. You're just giving someone an exception. That's got to go through the regular Senate. So now they're stuck. And the thing about it is, these guys, see, that's tell you how desperate they are. And so I'm betting um, um, Senator that there's other deals with other red states, or they don't give a fuck, like Mitch McConnell. Josh Hawley might have a deal. The point being is, this is not politics as usual. This is trying to get a bill they know sucks through because, one, they have very, very rich people who want their fucking tax cuts. I mean, Jeff Bezos spent $50 million on a wedding, so he needs to get his money back. And the rest of them, it's about control. They want to see those people die. Those people in the wheelchairs and everything, they don't want them around. They don't. Decrease the surplus population. And this is where we're at. Will it pass? Probably, because they're fucking cowards. But that just tells you the state of American politics right now. Don't give a fuck about America. Just got to protect themselves.